Yo, what's good, YouTube? This Super KadiWorld. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been here already. In this video today, I will be ranking all of the big three diss tracks. Before we get into the video, I just want to let y'all know that I'm only covering the diss tracks from the big three only. So the ranking will not include Champagne Moments, the Like That remix by Kanye West, the BBL Drizzy, Show of Hands, and All to Myself. I will not be talking about those tracks. But when this is all over, because I feel like it's gonna be more diss tracks from Kenny and Drake, we gonna see. But for the most part, we're not gonna include that. I just really want to, like, you feel what I'm saying, focus on the big three because they the most important anyway. So let's get started. Starting at number 10, we got the Heart Part 6. Before we get into it, I really hate this because he hijacked the Heart series and made some garbage. Now, what would have been wrong if it was actually a good song, but this is garbage, and I'm going to get into why it's garbage. The song doesn't even sound like a diss track. First of all, this song sounds like Drake is giving up. I'm going to be honest. Like, it sounds like he just threw in the towel, and he just talked some shit at the end to make it seem like he did something. And what's so funny about this song, it sounds like Drake didn't even do his research. He came on this bitch talking about some mother I, and then say this, you got something. I'm not gonna say that, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't trying to get flagged now. But I'm gonna put the lyrics on the screen. Like, this shit was stupid. First of all, Kendrick wasn't even talking about himself, bro. He was talking about his mother. So it's just like, you making jokes out of that, my nigga. And it's just like, this is the worst way that you can protect yourself from an angle being called a PDF file. Like, what? You sound stupid, Drake. And then it's just like, your goal to hurt Kendrick, you're hurting other people. Like, other people has been, you know, affected by PDF files. So it's just like, come on, Drake. Like, you need to be slapped for this. I just know your ghostwriter ain't had shit to do with you. This was you. This shit was garbage, man. And then the next part about this diss track that pissed me off, you're gonna say, why is Whitney not denying any of the allegations? Bitch, it's a rap beef. This ain't got shit to do with her. And then I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this, but some girl on TikTok made this point, and I'm gonna just repeat it. It be females and males. It's not just females that be in abusive relationships, literally getting beat every night, but they won't speak on it because they scared. And I'm not defending Kendrick because I don't rock with that, and we don't know if he does this for real. These is just allegations, so we don't know. But it's just like, gang, like, what does she have to do with this? She don't have to say shit. And then another thing about this whole stanza is just like, it's so dumb because he gonna be like, why is he following Dave Free and not you? Who fucking cares, bro? It's social media. I just know you went on Twitter before you wrote this diss track. There's some Twitter bullshit because motherfuckers on Twitter was saying the same goof ass shit. And then this part is funny. Like, I meant to actually talk about this in the beginning. I'm sorry, like, I'm late, but you gonna say the ones you're getting your information from is clowns, but then later you gonna say we fed you the false information. Nigga, you's a clown. What the fuck? And then before everybody be like, oh, he gave her the information. Duh, motherfucker. We seen it in Family Matters. You feel what I'm saying? He had pictures of the child. But how do we know this is false information? That could be his daughter for real, but he just used that as a safety net. Nah, nigga. Bro, you gotta come with more receipts. And this the funny part, I ain't gonna lie. When I listened to this track the first time, I was utterly disgusted and pissed off. Like, I actually sent a angry rant towards my friend. You feel what I'm saying? But this part here was funny because, like, nigga, what? You just snitched on yourself. This nigga gonna say, I never been with somebody underage. My nigga, there's proof online. There's receipts all over the goddamn internet. Fuck you mean? Then this part was so funny. He said, if I was some young girls, I would be arrested. I'm way too famous. My nigga, P. Diddy, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein. Like, bro, what? That's a terrible excuse. What people don't get, when you're famous and you got all this bread, you're liable to do all this goof ass shit because you're paying for people to, you know, be quiet. So it's just like, what? You snitching on yourself, Drizzy? Come on, get up. He gonna say, I don't want to diss you anymore. And then he gonna say, Touch My Body by Mariah Carey. Like, I ain't gonna lie. From now on, don't say any more references about other songs in your music. It's corny as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? You're corny as fuck. Niggas in your city don't even like you anymore. Like, they going to New Ho King just to eat rice. Like, you lame as fuck, boy. I'm on your ass for the rest of this video. And Drizzy fans, don't be coming for me in the comments. Like, I actually fuck with Drake, not right now because he a bitch, but I actually fuck with his craft and his music. But right now, he a goofy to me. And then this part is so corny. He said, "I'm your baby mother's screensaver, only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's." I got a love-hate relationship for this bar. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you why I hate this shit. It's lame as hell just for the simple fact saying, "Oh, I'm your baby mama's screensaver." Nigga, that's lame. Like, niggas, we in high school. First of all, you're going against a street nigga. You feel what I'm saying, nigga? You was a pop artist. Why is you saying lame shit like this? That's not gonna work, gang. Shut the fuck up with that shit. And then, what I also hate about this shit, he said, "I never look twice at no teenager." Mm, mm, Nigga, what? Don't talk. Now I'm gonna tell you why I actually like this bar. It's a double entendre. The first meaning is he fucking with Whitney Houston, and that also plays on Bobby Brown. The second one is he talking about Kendrick baby mama. So like that kind of work. But I'm done talking about this song. I really hate this fucking song. I'm on to the next. Before I even get into that, on the spoken outro, he gonna say some shit like he did something. I'm not gonna lie, that was some good exercise. It was good to get the pen out. Yeah, we know you wrote this shit, bitch. Number 9 is Tailor Made Freestyle. Now, before I get into this song was funny as fuck when I first heard it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I had made me some breakfast. I think I was getting ready to go to the gym. Everybody was like, "Oh, Drake just dropped. I'm like, okay, I guess. Let me listen to this shit. The first thing I hit is an AI Tupac. I'm like, this nigga funny as hell. And then it's just so funny because he tried to 8-mile himself. And then he put Snoop Dogg immediately afterwards. He's like, nephew. I'm like, okay, this shit kind of funny. But this is a problem. And I'm going to get into why this song is a problem and why it's so low on the list. Okay, the first reason why I have a problem with this track is AI. And I know what you're thinking. Everybody on the internet was like, oh, this is a good chess move. Because everybody was saying that Push-Ups was AI and he actually made an AI track. Okay, you're right. It was a good chess move, but it backfired because the Tupac niggas told him to take that shit down. Yeah, so they told him to take that shit down. And then another problem I had with this is just like, my nigga, if you're going to put an AI Tupac, you're going to put an AI Snoop Dogg, why make them your exact same flow? You can hear Tupac, but you can also hear Drake, the same cadence, the way he rap. I'm like, nigga, this is Drake. It don't work. Like, if you actually found the way to, like, you know, make them sound like they rapping in their same cadence and flow, it would have worked. The last problem I have with this track, he tried to 8-mile himself and it completely fucking backfired. This nigga said, fuck this Canadian nigga die. We need no debate of West Coast victory. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift for me. My nigga, how you gonna say on the Heart Part 6, what, that was like 3-4 weeks later, you gonna say, I don't look twice no teenager, but literally here, you fucking say that you like young girls. Like, how does that work? Now, like I said, nephew, what the fuck you about to do? That shit was funny. Number 8. Okay, this is funny, but I'm giving this shit to 7 Minute Drill. Now, before I start off, J. Cole, you probably not gonna watch this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. My nigga, I am sorry. I apologize. And if you know me personally, I don't say sorry. That's a bitch ass nigga word. Like, I say my bad, my fault, gang. We good, gang. I don't say sorry, but the first time in my life, in a very long time, I am saying sorry as a black man from Chicago. I shitted on you for weeks. Every time you came up on my playlist, I skipped you. But now I understand why you backed out, bro. I made a whole skit about you. I'm almost at 20,000 views. You feel what I'm saying? I was going to take it down, but nah, I got to get monetized, gang. Like, fuck all that. But I'm telling you, man to man, dread to dread, skin to skin, no homo. That's kind of like suspect. But you get the point. I apologize. But I still got to put you low on the list just for the simple fact that you kind of like capped throughout this whole track. First of all, you said he falling off with like the Simpsons. When I heard that shit, I just knew this diss track was going to be ass, bro. But honestly, if I'm being completely honest, this diss track is not ass because it do got some good moments, and I'm going to get into that. But this is still low on the list for the simple fact that you took it down. I understand why you took it down, but I still got to come at your neck for this shit. You took it down, you lied about some shit, and you said some whack shit. And then this is so funny. You gonna say your first shit was a classic, your last shit was tragic, your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Okay, this statement is funny for a few reasons. The first reason why it's funny because you said your first shit was a classic, which it is. Like, it don't matter how you look at it. Some people think Section 80 is his first album. I think it's a mixtape, but he released it as an album. And then a lot of more people, my bad, think that Good Kid, Mad City is his first album. If you ask me, I think Section 80 because that's the first time I heard of Kendrick. But in the public eyes, it's Good Kid, Mad City. So yeah, but that's still besides the point though. You gonna say Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is tragic? Okay, this is my problem. I understand why people don't like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, but it's just like, my nigga, that means you wasn't ready for it. I feel like that was an album that the black community needed. You feel what I'm saying? We be so quick to like wanna motherfucker smoke blunts, drink and shit, have bitches twerk on us, which is cool. But when it comes to talk about black people going to therapy, we not taking that shit serious. And so this nigga made a whole album saying like, as a community, we need to go to therapy. We got too much trauma, generational curses we need to break. So how the fuck is that tragic? But let me not start a yapping session. But another problem I have with this statement, this nigga gonna say your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. No, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all niggas do be gassing to Pimp Butterfly. Y'all make it seem like it's the greatest album in the world. My niggas, damn, is better than To Pimp Butterfly. But this is just my opinion. Who the fuck am I? I have 600 subscribers. Give me to 1,000. And then I'm a J. Cole fan. It hurts to say this, but nigga, your albums have put niggas to sleep. For the most part, niggas don't want to hear your shit. It's not because it's ass. It's just boring. You feel what I'm saying? And I fucking love J. Cole, bro. Like, he makes great music, but it do have, like, you feel what I'm saying, a melatonin effect. And then lastly, I have a problem with this. This nigga gonna say, I'm hesitant. I love my brother, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm powered up. That shit will make me feel like swatting a fly. I said that shit wrong. 4 albums in 12 years, niggas, I can divide. Bruh, my nigga, I would rather have 4 albums in 12 years that's actually good quality versus you putting me to sleep. I rest my case after that. And now lastly, this is another thing what I like about this song. I like when he switched the beat. It did sound like energy a little bit. Conductor be doing his shit. Hey man, I heard Eminem dropping a new album. This nigga better have Conductor on his shit, man. That shit gonna slap. Number 7 is Family Matters. Now look, y'all niggas probably like, why is it so low on the list? You dig riding Kendrick. Yeah, you right. But nah, all jokes aside, this will be way higher if he wasn't yapping so much on a fucking track. This is a raw ass song. First of all, listen to this beat. You know what I'm saying? That shit hard as fuck, but it's just like, this nigga was yapping, capping. First of all, this nigga say out here begging for attention, nigga, say please, always rapping like he about to get the slaves free. Nigga, what? There's already allegations of you being a racist motherfucker and you want to say some shit like this. This shit not funny. You're just acting like an activist. It's make believe. My nigga, this nigga made To Pimp a Butterfly. Nigga, you made For All the Dogs. Don't call nobody no fake activist. Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Nigga, you capping. This nigga did a lot of shit for LA. What the fuck? What you do for Canada besides, you feel what I'm saying, have a sex coat like R. Kelly? But for the most part, that part was wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you. Call that trying to keep it PG. I'll call it PG. But now when we get into this next part, when he start gapping and shit and just saying anything, bro, this is technically the final round, and you keep talking about other niggas like this is Drake versus Kendrick. Fuck all them other niggas you talking about. We don't give a fuck. So that was my problem with this second part. This part was so fucking corny to me when he was like, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas in the shit from the clip? I always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas. And then he put in the gunshots. I'm like, nigga, you is lame. You not like that, bro. Drake, who have you shot? You not no gangster. At first it was cute. I ain't gonna lie to him. I'm like, oh, this light-skinned nigga shooting that motherfucker. He set niggas up. That was kind of cool, but it's just like, bro, you're Drake. You got put in a fucking wheelchair. Like, nigga, you lame. You have never toted no pistol a day in your life. Nigga, I'm not even a street nigga and not toted a pistol. And I got pink and orange hair. I not toted the pistol before you. If that don't say anything, I don't know what will. I don't know. But you not no gangster, gang. Now, the third part, I hate completely. It's because he disrespected Pharrell. Like, bro, why is you beefing with Pharrell, nigga? You lame. Like, go at his friend, the nigga who exposed you for having a child. Like, come on, gang. Like, stop that shit. And this part was so lame. He gonna say, you right, fuck the big 3. It's only Big D in his video proof. In the comment section, say if you think he leaked his video. To this day, I think he leaked his penis video. I ain't gonna lie, because it's just like, bro, you keep talking about it. Now, lastly, before I get off this track, this part was low-key funny. You put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she bigger than you? And then he said your back is against the curb. That shit funny as hell. Your back is against the curb. That shit funny as fuck. Like, he obviously making fun of him being short. Lame shit, but it was kind of funny. Yeah, that's at number 7. Moving on. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this track. You feel what I'm saying? It's a great track. I love it. I don't really come back to it, if I'm being honest. Like, this is my least favorite Kendrick song. But one thing I will say about this song, I love the Al Green sample, for one. That sounds fucking amazing. Drake uncle has something to do with this song. I know I seen some shit on Twitter, and I'm just like, oh, he funny as hell. And then this was also a genius chess move, because in push-ups, and also in Taylor Made, he's saying like Taylor makes his whole schedule, but then one of Taylor Swift producers actually co-produced this track with Soundwave. I'm just like, okay, that's funny as fuck. That's a genius chess move. You feel what I'm saying? I love the pressure of this song. Like, this nigga K-Dot was pushing pressure. This nigga was pushing P for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the pressure on this track was great. You feel what I'm saying? And then the way he was rapping on this bitch, I don't even want to re-rap this shit. I'm going to just put it up there because I feel like if I mess up, I'm going to just really feel insecure about myself. And I do be stuttering. So I'm going to just put that on the screen and I'm going to just move on. But for the most part, I like how he was rapping. And I'm a sucker for soul samples, so that was great. This nigga is bringing back real rap, y'all. Remember I said this shit. Number 5 is Like That. The song that started everything. This shit kicked it off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like That was such a great song. Like, first of all, let me just tell y'all how this song just worked so great for me. First of all, the features was hitting. Everybody know that shit already. The features was hitting. I didn't know that fucking Kendrick Lamar was gonna be on this song. And so I came from a party. Like, actually, I came from a video shoot. And if you know to this channel, I be collaborating with other people. Like, I was in a Find Your Sneaky Link video, right? And I totally forgot that Future drop. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, as soon as I leave here, I'm gonna go get me some tacos, an icy, and I'm gonna listen to this on the way home. So I got home already before I got to Like That. And so I'm half asleep in my bed just vibing. Do-do-do-do-do. And then I hear these niggas talking out of their neck. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I'm listening. I'm like, that's Kendrick. Bro, no homo. My motherfucking mouth dropped. I'm just like, I finally get to hear one of my favorite rappers rap in a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Because Kendrick don't be dropping. But I didn't know it was a diss track towards Drake and Cole, man. It was a pleasant surprise. So this nigga said, lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If you walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. I'm like, ooh. And you know, I'm a sucker for witty bars. Like, it's funny and it's also cold. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because Andre 3000 did a whole flute album. Nigga, I ain't breaking down bars. Fuck that. I don't feel like doing that. The big kicker, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I fell off my bed because I was just in shock when he said this shit. This nigga said, motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom. Shook the whole internet up that night. Like, I was up like at 3 o'clock just texting motherfuckers like, oh, you heard the Kendrick this? Ooh, I was even talking shit on Instagram, bro. Like, I had a whole post saying like, oh, J. Cole and Drake some bitches if they don't respond. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit was just raw. And then this is where they just get disrespectful, or the whole track disrespectful if you ask me. But this nigga said, nigga, yo best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, boom. And then this nigga made one of the best punchlines ever. Like, this literally, I don't know if this is the best punchline of this year, but it's up there. This nigga said, for all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. I'm like, sheesh. Like, this is real rap. Like, you cannot lie, bro. Ever since this song dropped, we've been getting real rap. We haven't been getting no bullshit. I'm so glad all 3 of these niggas made this shit. Future, motherfucking Kendrick, and Metro. You know what I'm saying? They was in a bag. Now I'm moving on. That's all I gotta say about Like That. Number 4 is push-ups. And I know y'all niggas thinking, how you got push-ups after Like That? Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Push-ups is a historical moment in hip-hop. And literally, I ain't gonna lie, starting with this song to the top up, all these songs is a historical moment in hip-hop. Shut the fuck up if you disagree. No one cares about you. First of all, I like how we all thought push-ups was fake. And it was DJ Khaled fat ass, and it was Drake and it was like shots fired or some shit. It was like black and white. And I'm listening, and I'm like, this shit is hard. I'm just like, this shit gotta be fake. Everybody in the comments like, nah, this him. He dropping names. This Drake. I didn't want to believe it. It sounded hard. And I'm not saying that Drake is not capable of making such a hard song like that, because he has in the past. But this shit was unbelievable, and it just felt like he was rap Thanos. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit was so raw. He dissing everybody. He dissed Future, Kendrick, of course, because he was the main target. The Weeknd, his manager, Rick Ross, John Morant, Travis Scott. The list go on and on. I ain't gonna lie, no it don't. It's like 2 or 3 motherfuckers. He took a shot at everybody, bro. Like, it was just unbelievable. He name dropped. Oh, he made a reference. And then people was like, he ain't diss Travis Scott. My nigga, yes he did. He brought up the Rolling Loud situation. Remember at Rolling Loud, motherfucker Travis Scott was begging Future to play that song. Nigga, he wasn't talking about Future baby mom. He was talking about Kylie Jenner. You niggas need to catch up. But yeah, bro, when I found out this is real, and then they had switched the beat because it was like a Get Money sample or some shit, and they changed the beat. Shout out to Wu Kid, because that beat hard as fuck. They doom, 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 doom. When I found that motherfucking leak, I played it 100 times that night. I swear to God. Push-ups is hard as fuck. Too bad I'm mad at Drake right now, because this is probably be the most listened song of the year, but fuck him. Push-ups is a great song, and it got so many fucking funny bars. Like, this nigga said, how the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on? Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I recently went to Florida, right? Miami, precisely. And they played this shit in the club. And it was a hit 'em up remix. That shit smack in the club, bro. And on that part, it hit so hard. Talking about how the fuck you big step with a size 7 men's on the motherfucking West Coast beat. That shit was funny. Now, this part was raw as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Like, no matter what Drake did or said, I'm not gonna take this part away from him. And I know Eminem said this shit, MGK said this shit, a lot of people said this shit, but the way he turned it around was so raw. This nigga said, like your label, boy, you in the scope right now, and you gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. That shit was hard. That shit was too hard. Now, this is the last part I'm gonna talk about. I'm not talking about shit else for the song, because y'all get the point. Like, I'm dick riding this song hard, but this shit was raw. This nigga say, what the fuck is this? A 20v1 nigga? What's a prince to a king? He his son, nigga. Get more love in your city that you from, nigga. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. The shut your ass up and make some drums, nigga. That is the funniest shit of this year. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so many good ass memes came from this shit. Whether it was AI, Twitter, you feel what I'm saying? Even niggas at work was talking about this. This shit is funny. You feel what I'm saying? But I have a problem with this previous line, and I think this is why it's so, like, you feel what I'm saying, low on the list compared to the other elite songs that I'm about to mention after this. This nigga said, get more love in your city that you from. Nigga, that's not the case for you no more. Like, first of all, niggas in Canada is on Kenny's side. Like, that's the funniest shit right now. Like, niggas is actually riding with Kendrick Lamar, not your bitch ass. So you can't say that no more. But moving on, number 3 is Not Like Us. Now, I was gonna put this at number 4 and put Push-Ups at number 3, but nah, nigga, I gotta put this at number 4, and I'm back to explain. First of all, this song is so fucking catchy. You feel what I'm saying? That beat, that do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Like, that beat is so fucking disgusting. Like, it's such a great beat. I get jiggy to this shit every time it come on. The memes to this song is amazing. The fact that you hear this everywhere. Like, literally, this song has only been out for a week. By what I'm recording, it's been a week. I've heard this shit everywhere. This is a hit song. Everybody turn up to this shit. And then the lyrics is just so fucking funny. The funny bars he's saying is actually good double entendres. This nigga say, I'm from the past, on this body, I'm John Stockton. I ain't trying to get demonetized, so I'm not gonna speak into that. Look that up on your own, you feel what I'm saying, accord. Then this nigga said, beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you just gotta pop out and show niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just hard. Then this nigga say, why you troll like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. Somebody low-key spoiled this bar for me. Like, I was scrolling through Twitter. They was like, oh, Kendrick drop. And then they said the funniest bar from the song. I'm just like, damn, nigga. I wanted my laugh. Like, I couldn't even properly laugh at this shit like everybody else did. And now for the rest of this song, this shit is funny. A freaky ass nigga here, 69 guy. Let me hear you say, OV ho. OV ho. This shit funny, bro. He did his thing on this track. Now, this is where shit gets scary. Number 2, Meet the Grams. Before y'all even say, oh, this is supposed to be number 1, what the fuck are you talking about? I am putting this at number 2 because I'm actually afraid of this song. I'm gonna be real with you. And then the fact that Alchemist made this beat. This nigga makes great beats. The beat is just so haunting, and it gives you chills down your spine. I think that's another reason why I can't listen to it. It's too deep too. First of all, this nigga start off the song saying, "Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest." I'm just like, damn, you gonna talk to the kids, bro? You gonna invite the kids into this shit? I thought no. And then this nigga said, I wish your grandpa wore a condom. Like, damn. Like, I thought this was a diss track. You writing a whole letter to this nigga family. And then in the second verse, this nigga said, Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Then he follows that up by saying, you should just ask for more paper, more paper, more paper. Basically saying like, yeah, y'all cut from the same cloth. Followed that up by saying, you raised a fucking horrible person. And then he gonna bring his mama into this. He told her essentially, sit your ass down, listen to what I gotta say. He said, your son is a sick man with sick thoughts. Niggas like him should die. And I'm like, this is where I'm like, oh, this is getting too deep. Like, the song was like a good 5-6 minutes. And no homo again, because I have been saying some gay shit during this video. My mouth was open for like 4 minutes straight. Damn, you told this nigga to die. And then he gonna follow up and say him and Weinstein should share a cell for the rest of their life and get fucked up. That's 2 different meanings. I'm not gonna get into that. And then in the motherfucking third verse, now this shit, I almost cried for this man Drake. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this shit was dark. This nigga gonna start up saying, dear baby girl. I'm like, oh, he had another child. But we all know it's lies now because it was a safety net, but still, like, the amount of pressure that this man was putting by writing letters to this man's family, like, this felt like a fucked up therapy session with all of his family members. And so we thought it was over. Nah. This man wrote to Drake himself. I didn't want to crash your party. I don't have a hating bone in my body. This supposed to be, you know, a good sport within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called my family's name. Now, I said this shit too. Like, I don't know what's Drake's problem when it comes to like diss tracks and shit. He'll go after family members. Like, well, Pusha T, he went after the nigga wife. Why would you do that? What you thought you was finna get out of that? So I don't know why he mentioned his family, but now, you feel what I'm saying? We know that Kendrick is mad because you should just let the family out of it. You talking about his baby mama, his kids, and his friend Dave Free. Nigga, just shut the fuck up and rap. Like, what was your problem? And then he followed up by saying, like, I understand because your home was never a home. 37, but you're showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping problems, spending problems. He can't go against that. It's all over the fucking internet. And this is the main reason why I'm afraid of this song. Real shit. As he's talking to each of the family members, he's like talking in a sleepy voice, like, dear Adonis, but you understand everything he's saying. As soon as you get to this segment right here, this man like gets so deep and angry in his delivery. I'm just like, this shit's scary as hell. He was like, take that mask off. I don't want to see what's under them achievements. Like, I'm like, damn. And then this part is kind of funny now. This man said, you lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent. You lied about your past tense. You lied about everything. Your ghostwriters, your family members. But it's scary because as he's saying that, he has a ad lib over that saying you lied each time. Like, you lied. And it kept getting more aggressive and louder and reverbish, if that's a word. And I'm just like, bro, I can't listen to this shit. I think this nigga was talking to me. I don't even drink. I don't even have kids. You feel what I'm saying? I thought he was talking to me. So I thought the shit was scary. And I'm like, yeah, this is my first and only time listening to this shit. And then he say, fuck a rap battle. This is a lone life battle with yourself. Which is true. Like, this nigga Drake got some problems. Like, he needs to go see a therapist or some shit because, I don't know, he be trying to hide in his music. Like, I think he has an identity crisis. Like, he don't know where to go. He has a white mother. He has a black father. He don't know where to go. He has an identity crisis. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that shit. We talking about diss tracks. Now, number one, the best song out this entire beef. I'm gonna die on the hill after saying this shit. Euphoria. Euphoria is just a brilliant chess move in my opinion. This song just shook up the internet. First of all, damn, why my eye twitching? I better get some pussy or something. I like this song for a lot of reasons. First of all, the way the song it start off slow as hell. And when I heard this shit, I'm like, I know this nigga's not about to diss him over this beat for 6 minutes straight. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm like, it's Kendrick. Let me give him a chance. And so he rapping, he saying a lot of shit. But then the beat switch. And then what's so ironic about this song, and like that, he say it was something about 3 switches. This beat come with 3 switches. So in every beat, he has something to say. You feel what I'm saying? So with the first beat, I'm not gonna talk much about that. I just look at that as an introduction. And then in the second beat, he said, I got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house like I'm Joe, okay? Sheesh. He said, everybody want to be a demon till they chip by a throwaway. A lot of people don't know this, but Future middle name is Demon. And he got a song called Throwaway, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then this part funny as hell. He say, once a lane, always a lane. You thought the money and the power and fame was going to make you go away. Basically, at the end of the day, you still a fucking lame. You still got shot and you still got put in the wheelchair on Degrassi. Like, nigga, we haven't forgot. Now, this part I really love because I'm a nerd when it comes to flow and cadences. I just really love how he rapped like J. Cole on First Person Shooter. This shit was so raw. So he was like, I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody died, they turn to nuns. Like, but then he was disrespectful when he said this, but it was so raw because it's a triple entendre. Or double, however you want to look at it. The mentor must run in his family, but let it get shaky. Out park his son. I'm like, sheesh. Now, this part was funny as hell. Like, I was saying this in my head for like a week straight. He said, what is the braids? Now, this is the part that made me realize I'm not a hater. This nigga said, it's always been about love and hate. Now, let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's going to be direct. I'm like, sheesh. Yeah, I really don't be hating no motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about you motherfuckers. Like, I carry on. I do what I do, and I get the fuck on. You feel what I'm saying? I don't put all my energy into this shit, but you know what I'm saying? Kendrick knows some shit that we don't. Well, I'm speaking for the time when I first heard this song. Like, this nigga knows some shit that we don't. And yeah, I do hate how Drake be sneak dissing, especially about Pharrell. What the fuck has Pharrell ever done to you? This nigga made great music. What? You mad because he clicked up with Pusha T? Get at Pusha T, not Pharrell, nigga. Now, this part was raw as hell, and I kind of disagree with it, but for the sake of the flow, I really love it. This nigga said, my first one, like my last one, is a classic. You don't have one. Now, look here. I said Mr. Morales and the Big Steppers is a great album, but if we talking about classics, it has to be a general public, you feel what I'm saying, agreement. A lot of people don't like that album, Kendrick, so therefore it's not a classic. A lot of people didn't give a fuck about this album. Even like diehard Kendrick fans was like, oh, I'm not listening to that. Or they was like, I heard it and I'm just like, I don't like it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not a classic for those reasons. In my eyes, it's a classic. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I don't need to get into that. Like, I don't feel like I need to even explain that, but it's not a classic. And then this nigga said Drake don't have a classic. Now, it is fuck Drake right now, but this nigga made Take Care. This nigga made Nothing Was the Same. He made If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. He made More Life. Those classics, my nigga. Like, rather this nigga is a PDF file or not. You feel what I'm saying? Rather he sneak this or not. He a bitch ass nigga from Canada, but this nigga do got some classics under his belt. We not gonna take that away from him now. For the sake of the beef, don't be lying now. But like I said, for the sake of the flow, like, this flow was hard. He said you don't have one. V12, it's a fast one. Blah, 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 last one. Like, this is the best flow out the entire song. Because I like, like, it was raw. It sounded like he was taunting him, basically. Now, this part was funny as hell. He said, when you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see 2 bad bitches. Now, this line was funny, but I feel like y'all didn't focus on this line too much enough. When he said this shit, mind you, Rich Baby Daddy was made when Sexy Red was pregnant. Kendrick is claiming that he's a PDF file, right? When he say he believe he see 2 bad bitches, obviously he's talking about, oh, I'm Drake. Like, let's put ourselves in Drake's shoes. Like, oh yeah, I'm a bad bitch and I'm with Sexy Red. We 2 bad bitches. No, you feel what I'm saying? It's a little girl in her belly, like she pregnant with a little girl. He see her and the little girl is bad bitches. So I thought that was kind of like clever to like call him a PDF file right there. And then he said, I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. I really agree with that. The fact that this nigga dissed Meg Thee Stallion for literally no reason, I'm just like, yeah, you either sweet panty draws or you just trying to pop ass with these bitches and you just hate them. It can't be either or. It got to be both actually. And then I like this part right here. He say it ain't 20v1. It's 1 versus 20. If I gotta smack niggas that right with you, he not letting up on this ghostwriting shit, y'all. And it's funny because the hard part says we can literally tell like, yeah, nigga, you wrote this. This nigga Drake do be having hella writers on his shit. And then I really like this part right here. He say, tell them to run to America. They imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. You gotta put yourself in Kendrick's shoes when he said this shit. If you go anywhere gang affiliated, it's not gonna be nothing but violence. Like you come to Chicago, it'd be niggas like Lil Durk, King Von, may he rest in peace, Chief Keef talking about violence in their music. You go to LA, you got The Game, his bitch ass. You got Snoop Dogg, his old ass. You got Kendrick. They talking about shit like this. You feel what I'm saying? Anywhere else, you go to Memphis, you got Moneybagg Yo. You got a bunch of niggas throughout, you know what I'm saying, that's black and that actually been through shit, talking about that shit in this music, and they don't even want to live through this shit for real. Niggas in Atlanta, they talk about this shit all the time. Versus Drake and Ovi hoes, they actually come to America and try to imitate this shit. Like, nigga, why? You feel what I'm saying? You grew up with both parents and they had a really good marriage. Like, why would you come to America trying to fake some shit? But I really like that line because it's truthful. And then this part was funny as hell for actually 3 reasons. Like, the way he's talking on his flow, don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Like, it's funny because it's actually, you feel what I'm saying, mocking their dumbass, like, they slang or whatever. Like, it sounds so stupid. Except when they say, you made me sick to my stomach, fam. That shit low-key funny. But for the most part, like, why y'all calling people Crodies? And then another reason why this is funny, the whole King situation. They have a Kendrick Lamar special. Like, if you was to fly out to Toronto and whatever the fuck that is in Canada, I really don't know and don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying this to make a point. They have a Kendrick Lamar special where they randomly give you like 4 different entrees, and then they give you the fried rice, of course. To end this whole video off, the outro funny as hell. He said, "We don't want to hear you say nigga no more." And a lot of people don't know this. I'm gonna put you on game. This is actually a reference to Get 'Em High by Kanye on the College Dropout album. You give him like a mixtape, and we will fast forward through that shit because we don't want to hear that weak shit no more. So I thought it was like a cool like reference. So yeah, at number 1 we got Euphoria. Number 2, Meet the Grams. Number 3, Not Like Us. Number 4, Push Ups. Number 5, Like That. 6 is 616 in LA. 7 is Family Matters. 8 is 7-Minute Drill. 9 is Tailor Made Freestyle. And number 10 is The Hard Part 6. If you was to ask me who's the winner of this beef, obviously Kendrick. And I'm not just saying that because I be glazing, but for the most part, this nigga showed that he's the better rapper and he can make a hit. Like, a lot of people be saying, Drake fans especially, saying he can't make no hit. Literally every diss track except for 616 was a hit. And 616 not even ass. It's just some shit that we don't want to hear on a regular daily basis. Well, I'm gonna speak for myself. I'll put this in the playlist and drive to it at nighttime, but other niggas is not. But you gonna hear Like That for the rest of the year. You will hear Not Like Us all summer. And if you're around me, you gonna hear Euphoria. Like, if you go to the gym with me, this is all I'm playing. I'm sorry. Like, bring your own headphones. I'm not playing nothing but Euphoria. Like, this is a perfect workout song. But yeah, I'm done yapping. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe if you haven't. And rank your personal favorite. Like, now I'm curious. I want to know what's y'all personal favorite. Like, what's y'all favorite diss track? What was y'all least favorite? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Peace out.